Hello, duelists. Welcome back to Old Format Yu-Gi-Oh's Hat Tag Team Tournament. Today we are in Round 1, Set 2. Match 1, isn't that a mouthful, but sadly, helps with organizing some things. We have JRoach33 down here on the bottom, member of the Envoys of the Gulag. Wonderful name they chose, against Chris P up here, who is on Team Gadget. And he is, of course, playing the namesake of the team name, Gadgets. Meanwhile, Roche down here is on Madolche. All right, let's get into it. Both teams are 0-0. Neither of them has played a match. And Chris P is going to go first. Let's look at these hands here. Chris opens up a pretty ideal hand. Gadget plus back row. He opens Red Gadget, Breakthrough, Mirror Force, Bottomless, Compulse, and an Ice hand, which is pretty good too against heavy back row decks. Searches the yellow, sets 4. Hell yeah, and passes. Roach, on the other hand, is going to open up Madolche Ticket, Hoot Cake, Mewful, Trap Stun, Madolche Palooza, and Fiendish Chain. Not bad either. Especially I like the Trap Stun a lot because his hand's kind of neutral. He activates the Ticket, which if a Madolche gets shuffled back to deck, he can search a new one. So setting the Mewful's like fine here because you can search something like a combo piece like Angeli typically, so you can get that Hoot Cake off. But especially with him, he has this Trap Stun as kind of a countermeasure to make him go off next turn. Very, very strong play right now. Chris is going to summon the Ice Hand and just get in for some damage. On attack declaration, he's going to MST that ticket, so no search. Ice Hand will get in. Alright, Roach is going to activate Trap Stun, change Madolche Palooza. Pretty strong play. Gets these out on board and you can't really respond to it. He's going to summon the Hoot Cake, summon the Angeli, very strong. He's going to proc Angeli, search for a Messengelato, search Chateau. Hoot Cake's going to activate, get a Mewful, which is basically just going to make a Leviair, which is the main point. Go for Angeli. Chateau shuffles that back, and now he's going to have Tiramisu. And of note, Tiramisu, very strong card. I'll go over it real quick. You get to detach a material and then target up to 2 Madolches in your graveyard. Of note, you can't use its effect if you have no Madolches in grave, even if you detach one, because there's no legal targets at the start. However, he already had one in Madolche Palooza, because this is Madolche, and Ticket as well, I guess, because this is Madolche cards, not just monsters. So they shuffle in the deck, and then you shuffle cards up to that number on the field back to deck. And that effect does not target. The only targeting you do is the Madolches in your grave. It's a very strong card. So he detaches, he targets, and now at this point it's up to Chris to respond, but I mean with Trap Stun he's not doing anything. So let's see, Roach puts back Angeli, puts back Ticket, Angeli goes to hand because of Chateau. And he's just going to spin a random back row and attack over the Gadget. Leviair is going to get in too. Looks like he hit the Breakthrough skill. So honestly for Chris, that's probably the best one he could have hit. Chris is going to summon a Gadget. End up searching Gadget, set Fiendish Chain, and Roach has a Fiendish of his own, but is going to go for the Tiara immediately. It gets Fiendish Chain, makes sense. Angeli's going to get a Hoot Cake and just go in for damage. Angeli of note, it's actually pretty good, because it stops it from being destroyed by battle as well, so you can kind of just sit on what it summons. However, Chris is going to hit him with the Mirror Force, clearing the board. Hoot Cake does go back to hand, though, because of Chateau. Well, I like this play. Chris is going to summon Gadget. Search Gadget. Oh, never mind. I thought he was going to go for a chain summoning play, which he could have, but it would have been kind of minus. Gets in for some damage. Summons Hoot Cake, gets bottomless, nothing else. So we're going to see Gadget, Kage to Kage reveal. We're going to see an emptiness occur, and we're going to see a chain summoning, chain Fiendish Chain on the Gadget, though. So although he activates chain summoning to get the extra normal summons, doesn't matter because he can't search them. And he thought he could normal Kage to Kage, but he has learned that he cannot. He's going to get in for some damage. Roach is going to rip the Messengelato. Pretty strong here, being at 2100, beats over all the Gadgets. However, we're going to see a Compulse come down, and that is game, with a D Prison protecting him. I'm going to go on to game 2. This time Roach is going to go first, and his hand is a lot worse, in my opinion, than the last time. He opens up Instant Fusion, Breakthrough, Hoot Cake, Mewful, Mageline, and Fiendish Chain. Not horrible, but not amazing. We're going to see some light comboing, I believe. I remember Roach was debating this for a while if he should go for this kind of combo turn 1, but in the end he decided just kind of to set up a board like this is pretty damn strong, honestly, and I agree. So he has the full Chateau, Ticket, Tiara, Invoker doesn't do much, but it can combo off next turn, and Hoot Cake setup. And he also has set a Fiendish Chain and Breakthrough skill, so now Chris kind of has to break through this board. And he's going to open up MST, Ice Hand, Yellow Gadget, Red Gadget, Chain Summoning, and Bottomless. So Chris rips the best card right now, which is Ice Hand. Roach is going to try to Fiendish Chain, however that gets MST. And now you can already see most of Roach's board going away, and including on the Fiendish Chain, Chris is going to chain Chain Summoning, so he gets 2 additional normals this turn as well. Alright, so I'm just going to fast forward a bit because Ice Hand and Fire Hand are going to keep popping stuff. This is just the power of the hands. Of note, Chris only plays 4, so 2 of each, and he plays 48 cards, so he was very fortunate to draw it. Now he's using his extra normals with the gadgets. He's going to overlay for Shark Knight, take that Hoot Cake, and now in a matter of seconds, Roche's board has been basically destroyed. I know, Chateau gets played again, because he bounced on accident. And Chris only has a bottomless, so he didn't open much back row like Gadgets like to, and he has a pretty substantial board, honestly. Alright, Mageline's going to search Angeli. Tries to kill the Fire Hand. It does. Pops Mageline. Mageline goes to hand. Of note, if I didn't mention it before, the deck lists are public, so Roche knows that Fire Hand and Ice Hand he only plays 2 copies of. However, he's going to roll a Gadget, summon Kage. Failed to overlay, but he's getting there. Search Green Gadget. And looks like he's just getting for damage right now. It's a bottomless on the board, so this plays around it a bit. Chris is a very good player. Maybe he was reading it in some fashion. Goes for the Feral King, gets bottomless. I see top deck MST into Angeli. Hoot Cake goes for Mewful. Go for Leviair. Bring back Messengelato. We're going to see a breakthrough skill, Banish from Grief to negate the effect of Silent Honor Arc. So it can die. Messengelato goes back to hand and get in for 18. Now Chris is sitting on Gadget Torrential, which isn't bad, but not amazing. We're going to see Torrential immediately on the Hoot Cake. Gadget comes down. Roche still isn't dead, but we're getting there. That Compulse is very scary. Because no matter what Roche summons, Compulse, and we do have a Deprison, but that's second Gadget, so that is game. So, match 1 in this set is going to go to Chris P. So the way this works, just to reiterate for anyone, it's 2v2 basically. So now the other matchup, which is Rick versus Adrian, and you'll see that in the next video, whoever loses that one will play Roche, who is the loser of this one, and that will determine who wins the overall set, is what I'm calling it. I hope you liked the video. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave some love down in the comment section, and have a good one, duelists.